Good morning, Pauline and Jared. It's Wednesday. Actually, it's not Wednesday. It's probably Thursday by the time that you see this, or at least very late on Wednesday night, which tends to be a trend. So now I'm starting to wonder about the good mornings thing, but that's okay. Anyways, today I thought I would tell you a little bit about linguistics, because I'm taking 2 linguistics classes, both of which have my midterm tomorrow. Okay. So I started the first days of classes with doodling, which is probably not the best way to start classes because it's kind of a bad sign, I think. But I'm very proud of this tongue drawing, and I mean it's a little informational. I tried drawing charts, didn't work out for me, other than the fact that my pen wasn't working, definitely didn't work out for me. And then I drew steps, and the steps were fun. They were a little bit difficult. This particular bear here is it's a statue that's on campus somewhere. Haven't seen it since the tour originally, but it's somewhere. I made little conversations between these little, like, floating faces. So, this particular conversation was a decision on, like, who decides what is the standard version of what, like, a particular sound looks like, because there's this thing called the IPA, which is, the International Phonetics Association or something like that, and they have a chart, and the chart is what we use to make funny symbols. So like when you look in a dictionary, those aren't actually the symbols that are standard. What's standard is the IPA, which are put in little like slashes, and that's what we use in our class. See, he says we'll use the IPA, which is a medium middle ground transcription. And then the thing that I freaked out about on this particular day, the 1st of October, was that my teacher informed us, or my professor informed us, that we would need to know these things, these 2 lists, which isn't necessarily terrifying, except for the fact that these are like where a sound is made, like bilabial is with your lips, interdental is with your tongue in between your lips, alveolar is like right on this little ridge right behind your teeth, like if you feel it, it's like kind of bumpy, like meh. And palatal is like your palate, so like the squishy part behind your alveolar ridge. Anyways, and then these are the ways that like air moves through these. So he's like, oh yeah, casually, you just need to know all of that, which was terrifying, but I'm actually feeling pretty confident about it now. Oh shit, now he's gonna ask a question. There's this awful thing in the study of linguistics called palatography, which is where you use like olive oil or balsamic vinegar and stuff like that that's like colored, and you put it on a paintbrush, and then you like coat particular parts of someone's tongue or their palate with it, depending on what you're trying to study. And then you have them pronounce like one particular thing, and then you just look inside their mouth and see like where that's smeared, and you try to like make conclusions from it, and it's messy and expensive and probably tastes bad, and I think it's just weird. This is how I feel when people don't do the reading before class, and then they just waste like half the class asking what the difference between the difference between alternation and suppletion is, and then I draw really terrible looking llama dog things. Alternation is this cool feature where you replace certain letters. So for instance here, the E's with O's, and so sheep and shoop. Well, that clearly didn't get uploaded last night, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it in some capacity. Love you guys. See you soon.